Hello, today I will be measuring this tone generator website that I found quickly to see and test the website and computer itself. So this site is quite simple. We can choose the frequency to be whatever we want it to be, like let's say 220, and we can play it. And we can choose which wave shape, so like sine, square, triangle, or something. This should be good for our measurements. We have the Dewesoft setup. We have here a 3D graph. This is nice because we can turn it around and look at it. This is also a 3D graph, but it's 2D visualization. Here we have just a regular scope. So if we make a sound, we can see what shape it has. And here is octave preview, which is basically FFT. So you have 3 FFTs that all look different ways and one simply scope. So if we make a sound, see that it is a sine wave, which is very close. In the 3D graph, we can see that it's basically a single line, except when I start talking. And we see the same thing on the 2D graph. In this FFT, we can see that there are 2 bars instead of just 1. And I believe this to be because the frequency is between the 2 bars. Yes, because it's 500 hertz and that's 400 hertz. So for 140, that would go to both bars. So we should increase the number of bars to have higher resolution, of course. So here we have it. Let's try another shape. For example, a triangle wave. You can see that this is quite a triangle. It's sort of ugly, and if we look at the FFTs, it looks about the same. So triangle waves are quite similar to sine waves, or at least that's how my computer reproduces them. Salty, no. The wave shape is not salty at all. And the FFT looks a lot more ugly. You can see that there are multiple lines. If we do square now, we can see something which doesn't look at all like a square. And we don't even see harmonics where we would expect to see them. This is probably because of the fact it is not a square wave at all. So I do not know if the reason for these low quality waves is because of the tone generator or because of the computer. I would say that it is because of the computer, because you usually only use sine waves, and that's what we see. The sine wave is quite good. Minimal deformation, which could also just be from noise outside, like the fan of the series. And basically no harmonics. Though there was something at like 0 hertz, I do not know what that peak was. So this is the tone generator. Well, one last interesting thing we could see, if we split one at 440 hertz and the other at 440.1 hertz and play them both at the same time and lower the volume, what we can see is that the volume increases and decreases. We can also increase this, and this is because of constructive and destructive interference of the waves. If we increase the difference between the two, so for example, instead of 440 and 441, you have we see that the frequency of the oscillation increases. 441 to 140, even higher. So there isn't much else we can do with the turn generator. We could put like 3 or 4 of them running at the same time, but there really isn't much point. So this is basically all for the turn generator, and bye.